Climbing in Guatemala is a nightmare. Well, we're off on an adventure here, so I am going down to Guatemala for 2 weeks, down in Central America with my friend Kevin Hamm. He invited me to come down there. We're gonna be there for 2 weeks teaching and climbing, and it should be pretty cool. I am in Seattle right now. I gotta meet up with Kevin and then go down to Guatemala. So first I gotta fly to Chicago, and then to Madison, and then to Dallas, and then to Guatemala. So it's 4 plane rides each way. So by the end of this trip, I'll have done 8 plane rides just for this trip. So yep, just about to take off from Seattle here. Flight number 1. Chicago, about to head to Madison. Flight number 2. Wisconsin. This is actually my 3rd time in Wisconsin in the last year. At first I visited Breon Rounds and I visited Kevin Hamm, and now I'm meeting up with Kevin Hamm again. It's funny how that works. Somehow I've ended up in Wisconsin 3 times. Yeah, so here we're just on our way to Kevin's house to pack up for the trip. Kevin had Jeff Schroeder make these axes. These are for our camping. Kevin had to make 3 and took him to the Amish leather shop here to have the sheaths made. Some pretty awesome axes. And now we gotta go get packed up ready for tomorrow. This is actually super special. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, you bet, man.
Incredible. So I think it's what, 20-inch handle,
22-inch handle.
22-inch handle, and a 2.5-pound head. Awesome camping axe. It's Jeff's deal, my deal, Kevin's deal. And on the back, El Chable, Guatemala. That's where we are headed, out into the jungle. He's packing up the stuff here. I'm at Kevin's house. We've got to leave at like 4 a.m. tomorrow. Our Obsession donated a whole bunch of gear, as well as All Gear donated some stuff. So once we get down there, we'll show you the spread. We got a lot of gear that we're bringing down there for all the people who are going to be teaching. So we'll show you the gear when we get down there. No time to whip it all out right now. We got to get to bed. All right, well, here we go. We've got 10 bags. So Kevin lifted up. We can each take 5 50-pound bags. So we've each got 5 50-pound bags. I mean, this stuff is just loaded with tree gear. Every single one of these bags. We'll go through the gear more when we get down there, show you what we got. We got a lot of stuff. Just unreal how much gear we're bringing down there. So we're gonna go to bed. It's like almost 11 at night. We gotta get up at like 4 or something. Gonna get to bed, get on a plane, headed south. All right, here we are at the airport. That is a lot of luggage. There's a lot of gear that we got.
So I have Jacob along to run the electronics for me.
I run the electronics.
I provide the card.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, it's a fair trade. We look like a couple of mercenaries coming into the airport here.
This part right here.
This part right here.
A screaming deal.
Look at that screaming deal.
Rounds down to 13, even 13.
Rounds down to 1,300. Wow, it's more than 75 a bag. It's really a bargain if you consider what's in the bags. 106. On the money.
What?
50.
50? Nice. Doesn't get better than that.
I gotta take it.
All right, here we go. Let's take off. Flight number 3. Can't believe I have 8 plane rides, and I forgot 1 AirPod at home. Just turn this plane around. Flight number 4. Yeah, headed to Guatemala. Should be there in a few hours.
If you are seated.
You said this is one of the shortest runways on Earth?
Yeah, it's one of the shortest runways.
All right, got the bags, we got the goods, ready to go. All right, we have arrived. I have never seen a truck like that. Man, this thing is sweet.
Yeah, it's like the Lord.
All right, it's 5 in the morning. Probably can't see anything. We're just packing up the rigs. We're about to hit the road. So I think it's a 2-day journey. So
Yeah, we won't be to wilderness until tomorrow.
yeah, so you can't see anything. There's a lot of gear in this thing. but it's quite dark. These rigs are loaded.
Style.
Yeah, you can't see nothing. But yeah, we're about to head out into the wilderness, do some research. We're going into the restricted area now. It's called El Chable. Basically, nobody goes here. Got a long ways to go. We're really going into the middle of nowhere. We needed special permits with the university to even come here. Here we go. Trying to make our way to the camp. It is a long drive. It is really muddy. I mean, we're going like deep in the middle of nowhere. So we've got a caravan of, I don't know, 4 or 5 rigs, and there are 16 of us. That was an adventure getting here. This is camp for the day. We're not even quite all the way there yet. It feels like we've been traveling forever. We're still not quite to where the trees we're going to be studying are. This is an old Cheek Lake camp that used to belong to the Wrigleys, like the 40s or 50s or something. And anyways, we're camping here for the night. We still got about 8 kilometers to go, but the sun's going down. But this is the camp we're staying. Me and Kevin are in these hammocks. Everybody else is in the tents. There's a really cool lagoon over here. I think a 12-foot crocodile lives in this lagoon. I mean, these trees are wild. It's insane. There are thousands and thousands of species of trees. It's so hard to identify anything. But yeah, for tonight, this is home. All right, everybody. Well, we are here. I've been traveling since Wednesday. This is like deep in the jungle. It's crazy. I took 4 plane rides to get here. We drove for 2.5 days from Guatemala City to get here. My friend Kevin Hamm helps instruct the biology class at the University of San Carlos. I'm basically here to teach some of the students more modern climbing techniques. Kevin was here like 20-something years ago on a missions trip, and he was wreck climbing a tree. Somebody saw him do it. They got to talking. Next thing you know, he was showing people here at the university how to climb trees so they could get to the top, so they could, you know, research the trees in the jungle. So getting gear down here is really hard. There's not a lot of money to be spent on gear down here. There's not a lot of places you can buy it, and sometimes you buy things and they don't quite show up. So Kevin brought the university down here a bunch of climbing equipment, and that was almost 20 years ago. And they've kept it in absolutely pristine condition. Like, if you look at this stuff, so they've been climbing on, I think it was this Arbor Master. This is extremely muddy and wet conditions, and all this equipment, it looks brand new. This is 20-year-old equipment. They're not able to get new stuff, so look how well they have preserved everything that they have. I mean, it's absolutely remarkable how good a condition it is. Kevin had the idea of, you know, bringing them more modern climbing techniques. You know, the industry has come a long way in the last 20 years, so we brought all this stuff. So Casey at our session is sponsoring this trip. He's donating all this equipment to the university because they want to study the tops of these trees as biology students, and you know, it's obviously hard to get to the tops of these trees, but our session gave us all this equipment, including of all modern akimbos, so that we can show them how to use these. I mean, this is a big upgrade so that they can do single line. They supplied 2 full climbing sets, the 4 helmets, you know, a bunch of slings, a bunch of akimbos, all this stuff. And then Kevin bought all this stuff, which this comes from All Gear.
All Gear.
Which gave him preferred pricing, so it's really been, you know, a combination of, you know, major discounts from All Gear and our session buying all this stuff for free. So they're going to be doing a bunch of research. We're going to be, you know, upgrading their kits, and we're going to be showing them more modern techniques. I really don't know what's in store, honestly. This is a very foreign environment, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, it's probably going to be a good time. But just want to show you all the gear and thank the sponsors for this video, and thank Kevin for having. I don't know why Kevin had me. I don't know why Kevin brought me down. He could have brought just about anybody, but I'm down here and I'm really grateful. So thank you, Kevin. All right, so this is the tree right here. We go to set a line, and of course it just starts absolutely dumping rain. This is a big old mahogany tree, but this is going to be one of the work sites. So this is Claudia and Juan Pablo. They're just working on getting a line set up there. Giant slingshot to throw the string over the branches and then pull a larger rope over.
Everybody's tried this. Wampa got a mediocre set. Now Jacob is gonna show us all up.
Good.
You got the higher one.
All right, one more line to set before we call it a day. Kevin's setting the line in a big old ficus tree. All right, our lines are set. We got the throw line in there. It's gonna be dark soon. It gets dark very early here in Guatemala, so we've just got the lines in there. We'll be back in the morning to go up there and monkey around. Kevin's going up a pukte tree. It is way up there. We're gonna set up a portaledge, and I'll go up here in just a second.
Oh, slippery.
Yeah.
Slippery when wet.
I got mud on the bottom.
Oh, I wore my mud all off.
Yeah. Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah, we got caught in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go down? Probably should with the lightning.
So we just got up here. We're gonna set up the portaledge. But now we got a lot of lightning. It's straight up storming right as I get to the top. So I think we're gonna put a throw line in that omni block so it's easy to set the lines tomorrow and just see how high up we are.
I can bail and send one up to you.
Okay.
Put it through there.
And then where do you want? You want both running down together or one on one side, one on the other?
One side of that big limb down there and one on the other.
Sounds good. Just give me like a few tugs on the rope to let me know when it's on. I probably won't be able to hear you. Well, it is pouring down rain. I'm at the top of this bizarre species I've never heard of. I'm gonna get a throw line strung up and get out of here before I get hit by lightning. The wind is blowing and it's pouring rain, but it's not cold, you know? Very bizarre. Closest thing to a shower we're gonna get. All right, rope out. I think I need to switch to the akimbo. This thing isn't grabbing very well. Not a good time for the rope runner to be loose. I gotta come down slow because my rope runner's loosey-goosey.
Hey, cut this dead branch off.
This thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Dig!
Oh man. Look at.
Wow. That's a mess.
Whew. All right, we're just, the next morning, we're setting up a portaledge in this tree for bird observation.
Hold it.
All right, well, here we are here with Kevin. Same tree as yesterday. So we've got some students. We're breaking into groups, so different students every day. We're gonna set up the portaledge. Kevin's gonna go up. We're gonna yard that up, and then I'm gonna help show the students how to get their single line. Kevin footlocks on a single line, which is not many people do that. That's really hard to do. But see, he taught them how to get up these trees many years ago, and I'm gonna show them how to do the rope walker system with the akimbo. It's like what everybody does these days. It's a lot more efficient than. I mean, Kevin does a good job, but we're gonna show him a little more modern technique. And this is a pukte tree. Yeah, never heard of this tree, but it is really big. Yeah, so you can see Diego set up here. This saddle is all of probably 20 years old, you know? Everything on here is 20 years old, but it's like in perfect condition because the professors have just taken such good care of all this stuff. But now we're adding knee ascenders and akimbos and stuff, starting to modernize it a little bit. Excited?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're gonna be real close friends after this. Right next to each other. It's definitely the biggest thing I've ever pulled up a tree. All right, we're coming up now. Before we get up there, we'll want to make sure it's adjusted right. So you're gonna kind of jump. I'll do it first, so you can see. See, I just jump up and I'm sitting it to make sure it's gonna hold me, you know? So you try that. So one hand on this rope and one hand on this, and as hard as you can, jump and pull like that. Yeah. Okay. Is that holding you? Maybe bounce a little bit. Is it slipping?
No.
It's holding you? Okay, try going down just a little bit. Just pull down on it. Okay, all right. So see, this method is kind of like a lot more gear to deal with, so it's kind of a bigger learning curve, you know?
Yeah.
but once you get it, it's easier. I want to get all my weight on my akimbo, so I just do a couple little bounces, you know, and it's pretty tight. And then I do one big jump, and I'm sitting in. So first, I'm going to put on my knee ascender, and then below it, I'm going to put my foot ascender, and you're going to clip it in here. And see, the nice thing is that this will take the akimbo up, you see? Okay. But then when you want to sit down, it's very easy to just take that out. And so once you've got your foot ascender on, and your knee ascender, and the chest thing, all you're going to do is you point your toes down, and it's like pedaling a bike backwards, you know?
Okay.
And I'm not actually pulling myself with my arms, my arms are keeping my body upright, you know? And then when I want to come down, you have to get pressure off of this. So slightly lifting your foot up. You just pull down. Your turn. And then, yeah, biggest jump you can.
Yeah.
All right, so now just start taking little steps up. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. There you go.
Okay.
So every time you take a break, it's gonna pop out.
Okay, thank you.
Unless you put that other carabiner on, then it might be a little better. And then once you get up there a little bit, I'll come follow after you.
Okay, thank you, Jacob.
Actually, maybe if I go above you, I'll be able to see better. I think I'll go above you.
Okay, should I wait?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass you, and then that way I can see better what you're doing. Okay. Also, you're picking up the rope with your ascender when you're close to the ground, so it's easier to step when you get a little higher up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, just take a break if you need.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing, the SRT stuff is kind of a bigger learning curve. Lots of little pieces and trinkets. But once you get the fundamental concept of it, it's so easy going up and down, you know? So it's actually kind of hard to teach in some ways because there's a lot of tinkering with the gear, adjustments, all sorts of things. A lot easier to climb a rope than to climb a tree, you know? Especially as the trees get bigger, it's like, this could be a tiny tree or a huge tree. It doesn't make a difference because I'm climbing the rope, you know? Look at, there's like grass growing on these trees up here. It's like a whole different biosphere up here than down there where it's really shaded. I mean, there's actually relatively little sunlight getting on the ground. So there's like a whole different, it's literally an entire different ecosystem up in the canopy versus down there, which is why these biology students want to research this stuff up here, because it's obviously not been researched that much. Let's take off everything that you're not using.
Okay.
You're carrying all this extra weight up here, you know? You need your lanyard. Let's take your backpack off. Let's take all this. Taking all this off. Take this. Give me these. Give me all your stuff. I'm robbing Diego. I'm mugging him. Give me all your stuff. You can already see the lagoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's even better up there. Really almost there.
Thank you.
You're a lot closer to the top than you are to the ground. Okay, all right, bien hecho, buddy. I'm gonna go help Majo.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, let's see you, buddy. Good job.
Thank you, Jacob.
All right. All right, this is Majo. She's doing a great job.
Hi.
You're maybe over halfway. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Yeah, thanks for all your help, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, you bet. I'm cheering you on.
Yeah, portalage looks nice.
I'm recovering with Diego up here.
Oh, look, ants.
Yeah, ants. Ugh.
They bit me.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin got bit by, had ants in his pants yesterday.
Ants.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Look at this decay. Oh, you're catching up to me. I better keep going if you don't want to.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
I'm talking to Majo.
Thanks, Kevin. Support means so much to me. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
You're getting bouncer again.
Okay.
All right, at the top. Wow, there's a lot of ropes in this tree. Oh, how's it going, Diego? High five.
You're up here.
You did it. Look, you're up here to the top of the jungle.
Wow.
Right?
Look at the view.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's worth it.
it's worth it.
It's so worth it.
Diego's just chilling. Good. Yeah, this thing's sweet. This is nice. All right, now we're going up with Marcus. Ah, you're fast. Rápido. Bien hecho. Yeah. Bien hecho. Yeah, he's doing awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, very good. I'm starting to get tired. This is my 4th time up this. This tree doesn't get any shorter every time I climb up it. I swear. It's getting taller every time. Hey, great job, Marcus.
Thank you, Jacob.
Good job, Kevin.
Yeah.
Good job holding
You too,
down
Jacob.
holding down the fort.
Yeah. Held down the fort up here.
Keeping the monkeys away.
Yeah, we heard howler monkeys.
You did?
over here, yeah.
Yeah, I saw monkeys in this tree yesterday. It's crazy. Monkeys were climbing this tree yesterday. And now we're up here. I think I saw the spider monkeys. They were really long arms and yeah. All right. Got all 3 students up here. Really beautiful up here.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey. Feels taller every time I have to climb up. Yeah, it keeps getting taller. All right, so here we are the next day. So this one we're climbing this tree out in the middle of the swampy jungle to put insect traps and see the difference from the insects at the bottom to the top. That's what they're doing out here. So Kevin just went up. He's starting to get a headache. I'm gonna bring up some medical thing. Eventually I do have to show every student how to climb with the akimbo. So I think I've got like 10 more people to teach or something. Look at that snake-infested water down there. It's so crazy how the jungle like looks just so different all of a sudden when you get up here. Really cool. All right, here's the very top. Can't get any higher than this. You can't even tell how tall these trees are because it's just like one layer of flora, and then another layer, and then another layer. It's like so many layers. It's just really insane, but it's a pretty tall tree. I see one dead tree in the distance, but there are very few dead trees. It's like everything's just so vigorous and healthy. I think as soon as something dies, it just decomposes like instantly. If you find a stick on the ground, it's almost certainly squishy and decomposed. The jungle just eats it all up. So Kevin and I are just showing Claudia, Kata, and Juan Pablo how to move around in the canopy up here. They kind of know how to get up and down, but haven't worked so much like walking around up here, so that's kind of what we're working on. It's a really cool tree. All right, so Kevin could see and hear some howler monkeys over there, so we're gonna get this bug thing set and get out of this tree. I guess they're pretty territorial. We don't want to be climbing around them. Juan Pablo.
Okay, hi. We are here up there in Mayan rainforest. We're going to try some traps for insects that we are going to use for our thesis that we are going to do the next year. We put in 2 pucté and in 1 ficus.
And then you'll come check on it tomorrow?
Yeah, we are going to check on tomorrow and see if some insects gets here. In this one, we are put only water, and in the bottom one, we put sugar. There goes the water. When we came back, we hope there's the insects.
All right, it's getting late, sun's going down. We're trying to get over up the tree, so we got 2 students going up right now. We got Claudia and Kata both going up, trying to beat the sunset. The sunsets are like 6 here. You both are doing very good. Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah. All right, got up here just in time for the sun to go down. Got 5 people in this tree. A third of everybody's in this tree right now. We're about to head down. I think that'll be it for the day. Man, it gets dark fast. So we're just trying to get out of this tree. It's pitch black out here. Crazy. So we're here, this is Don Caline. They make gum now with synthetic chemicals and stuff, but back in the day, they would harvest this latex from the sapadilla tree. Don Caline here was a chiclero, so they used to come, this is an old chiclero camp, and to harvest the resin, they would cut it like this. I think 14 years he was a chiclero. So we asked him if he could make some gum for us. So we're harvesting some of the latex, and then tonight we're gonna come back and collect it and cook it up and make some chewing gum.
Dejé de esta actividad y por lo tanto la práctica a veces se pierde. Entonces uno tiene que sacarle los bocados, así ve. Este no es Correcto, porque en lo que lo esté repicando, lastima el árbol. La corteza, porque entonces si lo... Entonces ponemos acá.
No, pero que una tarde que vamos al paredón.
Ahí está. Ay, se salió bonito, ¿eh?
Cuando los coches vuelan dicen que los contratos.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
So I guess you can't go over the old scars exactly because it will damage the tree too much. I mean, look at all these old scars. So same direction, new cut. You take a bunch of bark and then just a small cut.
So you have a ledge.
Yeah, and then yeah.
You stair step it up.
Yeah, when you get the red thing, then you do the cut.
Colorblind.
Colorblind. Jacob's colorblind, and they're saying when he gets the red part, I guess being colorblind doesn't work for be a chiclero.
So Don Colleen is showing us how it's done. It's been 30 years since he's done this. I'm 30 years old. Way better cuts than mine, yeah. He's having a great time. What a beast. He was doing this in the 60s. Yeah, it's incredible. This guy's like 70 years old, hasn't done this in 30 years. He's using my gear. He doesn't have gear. He hasn't done this in forever. He's just flying up to the top. It's really crazy to watch.
And he's got a perfect pattern, you know?
Yeah.
He's just nailing it.
All right. A couple hours later.
El coser, eso es y en sí.
No termina de pagar.
¿Qué fue dicho hoy?
El baile de Macarena, excelente.
No.
Ah, pero espera 5 libras. Ahora sí se le da vuelta clave. Entonces se llena de chicle y lo levanta y cae así.
Cuidado. Ya, hombre, me estoy lidiando con eso.
Ay, y ahora. Otra. Now come and get more.
Wow. Okay.
Encima del otro.
Put it on top of this one.
On top of...
Ahí sí.
Yeah.
Ahí.
On top, yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Well, we started in the morning, we cut up the trees, and now it's almost dark. We've got the gum out, and it has to sit overnight, and then we can chew the gum, so that was actually a ton of fun. Well, we're just packing up camp, getting ready to head out. Kevin's just doing a little lecture with the students. He's actually technically a professor at the university here.
I don't come down here just to show you guys how to climb, you know, and many of you I may never see again. You know, you guys can direct message me anytime. You got a question, or maybe you're going through a tough time. I've been through a tough time. This is now yours. It is his thing on there. It's Game of Trees, and it's a little camp axe. Part of it.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
All right. Thank you for everything.
Well, we got to the hotel in Tikal. We're going to be climbing some trees here tomorrow as well. And figures, there is a power line. There is a tree down on the power lines, so there's no electricity here. My clothes are really stinky, so I'm trying to wash them in the sink with my headlamp so that I can have some not so stinky clothes for tomorrow. Just everything got soaked in the jungle and nothing dries because it's so humid. So getting ready to climb tomorrow and just trying to work with what we got. No electricity in this hotel, so hopefully it'll be back on tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, just getting here was an adventure today. We're here with the park staff in Tikal. We're kind of looking over their gear. We were teaching students before. Now we're teaching the park staff at Tikal how to, I think we're going to be doing some rigging demonstrations and some pruning demonstrations, stuff like that. They're trying to learn how to better, maintain trees around the ancient structures and stuff. So that's kind of what we're working on this morning, getting ready to go climb. You can see a lot of the stuff they have is really sort of old, antiquated. They have fall rest harnesses. That's pushing an inch in diameter, that rope. They're sort of like trying to figure it out, but this is, a lot of their stuff is really antiquated materials. All right, class has begun. We're going up this, whatever kind of tree it is, and just taking some deadwood off this. And our session sent a cape with the supplies. I forgot to mention earlier, use the code Canopy at checkout for ARB session, Arbor supplies for a discount, and that helps. They spent a lot of money donating all this stuff here, but they did some. I'm gonna wear this cape. I'm being stung. I don't know what that was, but it was a lot of flies, like hundreds of them just chewing on my face. It's horrible. It's the tropics, it's just a different world out here. I don't even know how to get around that. That sucks. All right, round two. We switched sides. I'm gonna try going up this side now. That was ants and bees. The bees were swarming me and the ants were biting me. Okay. Oh, a cactus on this side. That's great. Of course there's a cactus. Yeah, they're swarming my mask. This is horrible. Look at all this fauna up here, infested with bugs. Climbing in Guatemala is a nightmare. I'm just gonna cut a few of these dead limbs off and I'm done. I thought this was gonna be an easy tree. I do not like all the bugs.
Yeah, let's not rig, let's just cut.
All right, go ahead and send me the saw. Dolor de cabeza. Okay, es todo. Yeah, I got swarmed again. So nasty. But I got the big one. I was gonna cut another little branch, but that was it. That was it for me. One big one. I hated that. Yeah, these things were up in the tree with me. They were in that fauna. Wow, those things are massive. Massive beetles. Wow. So just in all this flora, cockroaches, beetles, more beetles, bees and ants, all up there. Crazy. Yeah, the biology students are just eating this up. There's life everywhere out here, in every strata of canopy and in every inch of the ground. There's just so much life down here. It's really wild. I mean, this is one branch and there are many species, both of plants and animals, just on that one branch. All right, so now Kevin's instructing some rigging. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's got these tiny, tiny thorns on them. Like it feels horribly sharp when you grab it, but at a quick glance, you don't see the thorns. They're super tiny, but they hurt. What's it called?
Naranjillo. Naranjillo. It's from the legume family.
Man, those thorns are, whew. Wow, yeah, brutal.
So if they're not insects, they're thorns.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. I'll enjoy that.
Kevin's just about to start rigging the stuff out and the wind's really starting to pick up. The people say it's gonna start pouring down rain, that Kevin should get out of the tree. So he might come down. It's just, everything's complicated. This tree's got thorns, the other one had ants and bees. Now it's gonna start just absolutely dumping rain. Everything is harder down here. It's pretty incredible. Finish it tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. First thing in the morning. Kevin's been out here for 4 hours hanging out in the hammock. He came out to listen to the howler monkeys and his door's locked. He doesn't even have pants. Or shoes or anything. At least he got to listen to fun. Yeah. Get this tree in the morning. Look at that big rope.
Sir Arborist, Kevin Hamm. And look at that. Spurring the tree. Look at that. It's spurring right into that beautiful wood. Oh, look at it.
I'm gonna send you a bill for the plane.
Oh, no.
He just spiked up this side. Poor tree. I mean, this wound is fine, but that one, I don't know about that hole. Oh, oh, oh! What have you done, Kevin? Man, all that work just
Somewhere, someday, I'll get you back for that.
I don't doubt it. All right, we're headed into Tikal to see the pyramids and everything, and this is our ride with the employees. Back side of the temple is the way we're going in this trek. All right, here we are in Tikal. Just incredible. Look at that big ceiba tree. Got those big spikes all over it. This tree's actually damaging the pyramid. They're thinking about having it removed. So obviously not right now, but that tree might be coming down. Obviously the priority is preserving the 1,000-year-old temple, you know? So they might be cutting that big ceiba down. All right, so here's the tree we're climbing. It's I don't know what it is.
Cedra.
Cedra. It's a cedro tree, yeah. So he's gonna try to shoot it from here because we're 2/3 of the way up from right here.
No, I didn't get it.
Kevin, I told you.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
All right, line set. There goes Kevin up the tree next to Temple 2. It's incredible. When the Spaniards showed up 500 years ago, the Mayans had already disappeared. They'd already abandoned this place. I don't think anybody knows what happened to them. How cool to be here climbing this. I mean, nobody gets to climb a tree like this, but we have special permission because we're with the university down here, you know. All right, about to climb a big old tree right next to Temple 2. So far, so good.
Come right up here by me.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Amazing. Epiphytes everywhere. Epiphytes, temple, more temples. There's Kevin. I mean, this is incredible. This is really once in a lifetime opportunity to be climbing a tree like this. Absolutely incredible. It's really cool that the faculty here at Tikal is letting us climb this stuff. We're kind of like showing them our gear and stuff, and in exchange they'll let us climb like whatever trees we want in Tikal, which I mean nobody gets to do. So pretty special. And thanks again, Our Obsession, for sponsoring this trip. I appreciate it. All right, now these are the other students that they're about to go up. These are the students that are doing their thesis for biology or something. So these ones are doing their thesis. So these ones are climbing today, and the other students are just observing. So, all right, there goes Claudia up the tree. These epiphytes just dropping out of the tree like little balls. It's crazy. All right, now Kata's going up. Pablo's about to go up, and then I'm gonna go up again, and then we'll all be up there. Look at that. There's Temple 1, the Jaguar. Absolutely incredible. What an opportunity just to climb up here and look at that. That's insane. Hey, Wampa, can you give me my saw lanyard back? You see right in front of you? Unclip the carabiner. Yep, unclip that. Oh my God!
No, shut up!
Sorry, I know. I shouldn't have done it. I know, sorry.
Sorry. All right, well, we're about to head out of this tree. You guys all did a really great job. Thanks for bringing me here, Kevin.
Yeah, you bet.
This is a great way to last tree of the trip. Doesn't get better than this. Nobody's ever been here before. This is where they filmed the beginning of, I think it was Return of the Jedi. I think it was Yavin 4, one of the planets in the original Star Wars movies. It was filmed right here. All right, I'm headed down.
Kevin, we left with 10 bags and came back with 3. Kevin said, watch my bags, I'm gonna warm up the car, and then he forgot his keys in the bag.
It's 47 degrees.
Yeah, it's a little colder here.
More temperate here.
Left with a clean face, you're coming back with a beard.
Yeah, man, this is the longest my beard's ever been.
Yeah, looks good. Well, Kevin, thanks for having me down there. That was quite the adventure.
Yeah, no doubt. It was, I don't know, epic is what keeps coming to my mind.
Yeah.
Everything was just so grand, and you know, I think you look back, I mean, we had just the right mix of trouble, but nothing really serious, you know.
Yeah.
The coming back in that river, you know.
Yeah, crossing the river,
We're
crazy.
gonna get stuck here for hours.
Yeah, and then a hotel with no electricity.
Yeah, we get back on the grid and then don't have electricity. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But it's just great shared experiences, and you know, so glad that you came along. It was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's about midnight. My flight takes off at 6 a.m., so I'm just camping out here in the Madison airport tonight. So this is my little station right here. This is I got 2 more flights to go. It's been an adventure this last couple weeks, so I'm gonna try to go to sleep now, but thank you for watching this adventure. It was really awesome for Kevin to have me out. Thank you to the university down there and all the students and the faculty, and you know, just big thank you to ARB Session for, you know, sponsoring this trip, sending all that gear. That gear is going to really help those climbers, and you know, and it's going to go a long way. So I appreciate all that, and I appreciate you watching this video. I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and I'll see you guys later.